What's up, family? Y'all know who it is. It's y'all one and only fellow alchemist live back in the building with a pen and a pad like a chemist from Kemet. That might went over y'all head a little bit. But anyway, what we doing here, y'all? Who y'all be?
All right, all right, all right. I am Keish the Beast and never on a leash, the Queen of the South with a lot to say, all in your mouth. So I'm ready. I'm ready to get it going and get it popping. So let's keep it going.
That's brother you out from the Midwest. I'm just here to have a nice time and kick it with good people. That's all.
Hey, what's up, Keish the Beast off the leash? How
Nothing
was your
much.
trip? I know you just came from the hometown.
Oh my goodness, I enjoyed the warmer weather. First of all, I just thank God to climate change and everything else. It was warm. I had a really good holiday, Christmas, with the family. We weren't just in Mississippi the whole time. We kicked it down at the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Then we went to New Orleans and then went to Baton Rouge. So you know how it is. It's just all that Southern love. And so paid for it, picked up a couple of pounds, but hey, it's going down. It's that first of the year mojo, so you know.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't know if you old swine eater. You something. You went to New Orleans. You had that old gumbo with them pig testicles and all that stuff in it.
Oh baby, gumbo don't have pig
Oh,
in a baby. It's just
you
say
you say
no,
what?
baby. I didn't have no gumbo with no pig testicles. I don't know what you talking
On
about.
the Rudy to the Tootie. That what they
Nah,
say?
nah. The only thing that's rooty is the roux, the roux to make the gumbo. But other than that, nah, I didn't have all that.
All right, that's what's up. So,
Mm-hmm.
bro, what up? What up, bro? What you got going on? You good? What we on?
Eating some pecans and walnuts.
All right, see, we gonna get to it. I know y'all had a few topics y'all wanted to discuss. Let's see what we got here. Let's get to it. Let's see.
Well, first of all, I just want to say I enjoy you all's company. I don't think there's two other people I'd rather be discussing topics with than you all.
Yeah,
Oh,
true that.
There's no pretension. There's no made up. This is all off the cuff. You know what I'm
oh,
saying? There's no script. It is what it is, and I thought that would be something that the people enjoy more than anything else. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'll be myself. I'm myself,
yeah,
authentically, unapologetically me. Now,
big facts.
some sometimes I might say something. I may say something that may ruffle some feathers or something, but
Perfectly imperfect. See,
right, perfectly imperfect. I'm not gonna ever
you,
backpedal.
you
Although
did.
I did say women are headaches before, and I turned around and said I may have wrong choice of words. I only said that because I don't want black women to feel like that we're attacking them or that they're a target on this show anyway. You know,
You know
but
they
they
quick
are
to
what
throw up
it
that
is. What it
emo.
is with them.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, they
Oh,
quick to
whatever, whatever, whatever,
throw
whatever.
throw up that emotional wall when we having a simple conversation. We just
Right.
adults having a conversation. They
That's it.
cancel him. You know, he needs to
Right.
be canceled. Call the feminist leader, Margaret Singers.
Right.
Call, 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 call the Suro sister. How you say it, Keish? Call it
That's
on
not how.
card.
That's not how you say it.
Send out
That's
the
not how you say
feminist
it,
symbol to
alchemist.
the sky so they could
You say
come.
it's sorority sisters. First and foremost, let's get it straight. It's sorority sisters. And secondly, I just want to say to Mada's point, nothing is done intentionally. We just having a conversation among friends, among community. So it is what it is.
I think I think I think that's healthy. I think when we start to
Facts.
orchestrate, push, force things together, it kind of messes up the vibe.
I
I don't
keep it
want
Right.
that in
organic.
anything. I want it to be organic,
Facts.
genuine, and just a good time. I would like for us to welcome people in to feel a part of this. Like this is again no pretentious shit. Is no put together to make one person or one being or one part look worse and the other one better. It's about just enjoying ourselves, kicking it, having a live time,
And
a
learning
good
at the
vibe,
same time.
Yeah, and
dropping
that what
jewels.
better way you learn from each other by just having conversation.
Still
You know,
sharp and
Exactly.
still.
yeah. Well,
Each one
iron
teach one.
sharpens iron, bro.
Right.
However you want to see it. But hey, it's been said, it's research, actually research on it that the one friends, family, or whoever who's the most constructive when it comes to criticism and not destructive on some ego trip or just flat out hating, those the ones who sincerely have love for you. So if one's offering constructive criticism and versus one who's merely a yes man or a yes woman, those are the ones who really have genuine love for you because they want to see you grow. They want to see you be the best you can be. So
Real
I
talk.
invite criticism on all levels because either way it go, whether it's constructive or destructive, you putting yourself out there to expose yourself. So you gotta bring something to get some. So if you coming from a bad place, I'll be able to decipher what it is, like the God ample,
For sure.
divine discernment.
Inputs. Input.
Without a contradiction.
I'll be able to sniff out the BS, the bullshit, and take what's real from it. And if it's not, I'll be able to kick it to the side.
Yeah, my Lord and Savior. He helps me.
You
He
go
helped me
through.
discern some things, and so I rely on Him for everything. He is the source and the strength of my life.
For
So
sure.
at the end of the day, I'm not knocking your religion. I'm not
It ain't a
like
religion, even
or your
though
lifestyle.
religion derived from the is it Latin?
Yeah.
It derives from the Latin word religio, which means to link back. And when you say
Right.
amen at the end of your prayer, you paying great homage, no matter what language it's in, to our spiritual teachings or our
Without a
principles
doubt.
that's over 10,000 years old. So however you
More
do it, you
praises.
still paying homage to us and our spiritual teachings. So, because we the big dogs in this thing. You did.
I feel you. I
Big dog
feel you.
coming through. Big
I'm in
dog.
rock. Right. I'm in rock. Amen. You
Sure.
better go do your research. Do your research.
I'm not bowing down to no bird.
You already do it at the end of your prayer.
I'm
I'm
not
just
bowing
saying.
down to a bird. That's
I
the
hope y'all
case.
don't get offended by me eating these
Bow down to a rooster.
pecans.
You bow down to who?
I said, if that's the case, let me bow down to a rooster. I'm not bowing down to no bird.
A rooster? Well, you better off bow down.
Amin Ra is a
You bet.
rooster.
You better
He's a
off
rooster.
bow down and ample somebody who gonna actually somebody who actually gonna give you some form of guidance versus we got a church on every corner in the hood. I'm just saying.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's get to Hey, spiritual war around this mud. Don't start none, won't be none. I don't know why you tripping anyway. He the one they said y'all was cursed. I'm just saying, and we give praise to y'all. I'm just saying, segment right here in the corner. That's all love for segment. They said y'all was cursed. All right, we getting off topic. You started something. Don't get me started. You started it, Keith.
Hey, King, so how was your experience down there?
Right.
It's amazing. New Orleans is always a good place to go. We went to Bourbon Street. We were out on Canal. We had a lot of good food, ate at different restaurants. Ran into one of my cousins. He was actually married to a woman from St. Louis. He said he had to fire her ass. He had to divorce her. He said that she had no tact. She didn't have any respect. And she sent her, in his words, ass back up here.
Dang. They so disrespectful towards St. Louis. Even though I don't give a dang about St. Louis, St. Louis named after Louis the Fourth. I ain't gonna go in on, but yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
two explorers. Pierre Leclerc and what's the other dude's name?
St. Louis has a lot of good things.
Yeah, they created
characteristics.
Yeah, they created some good peoples coming out of St. Louis. Yeah, for sure.
Without a contradiction.
You know, I gotta give.
Nelly?
Huh?
Who, Nelly?
Nelly cool. I mean, but you know, he ain't Alchemist. I'm just saying.
Man, shout out to the big dog Shabazz.
Oh, Shabazz for sure, man.
Shout out to the big dog Shabazz, bro.
You know, so yeah, produce some good brother.
Been like that in St. Louis.
Good
brother. Kind of cut him short though. You know what I'm saying? Good dude right there, man.
I'm just saying that's what my cousin said. He had to let her go. She was trash.
Really?
Hey, you going in on St. Louis, Keish? What you shooting shots? Shots fired?
I wasn't shooting no shots. I'm telling you what he said.
Oh, okay. Because you do gotta live there now.
Right.
Well, I'm not saying anything about anybody from here. I do have to live here. You got to support them.
Ain't no telling motherfuckers to go crazy. Like, what the fuck are you running up on me for? Because I said what I think. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, I made it clear. My cousin said it. I ain't say it. I'm just don't shoot me.
Keisha she a real Southern girl too. I didn't realize it until recently. Like she really just been up here like what for 10 years now?
Yeah, it's been 10 years strong.
Oh, you're a St. Louisian then.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's all it take, huh?
Yeah, 10 years? Shit, you St.
I'm
Louis.
still body. And I'm still body.
Yeah, you straight Southern Belle girl. I'm for real.
You know,
country as hell.
I don't think you can take that out of her. No matter where she goes, she's gonna still be a Southern Belle. That's one thing that I like about Keisha. She's a very warm young woman. Always respectful, you know. I just like to see her let go sometimes. You know, I think that sometimes she keeps herself in this little box, you know, to preserve the
corporate
other things that she has going on outside of this. But she's a real good person, real good warm woman, likes to have fun, educated, intelligent, you know, beautiful. So to see Keisha just going a long way. I don't understand why she's not married right now. I don't know what's going on with that, Keish.
I haven't found the right person. So it's just hard to date out here. It's crazy. Some crazy shit going on. And it's a lot of crazy stuff with men nowadays. It's like dating is really, really hella hard. And it's almost like a lot of these men, they're taking more of the female role than the damn male role. So I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what y'all wanted?
You say what? I do not want. No, I'm from the South. Southern hospitality comes when you treat me like a lady. I'm a lady. I'm not a man. I'm a lady. I'm not a man. So it's just one of those things that really pisses me off is this whole dating thing of let's go have some food, let's go do certain things and be like, babe, you got me covered. No, I ain't got you covered. Where your food? Where your money at? Where your money at? I can understand once we get to that level where we surpass our friendship and we've been knowing each other for a while, I'm able to pay for certain things for you as a gesture of appreciation. But I ain't gonna sit up here and pay for your food and we just meet. No, you like that. I'm the prize. So at the end of the day, yes, I'm the prize. I'm the motherfucking prize. I'm the prize.
Speak that shit again.
I'm the motherfucking prize. I don't give a damn.
Can you help us understand why you're the prize? Because you can't make a baby without us. You're unable to make a baby without us.
Nigga says I'm the prize.
I am the prize. I'm the one that you should seek after. One of the things that you just described, all those things that about my characteristic, and I thank you so much, Brother Muada, and that's true. I am intelligent. I am smart. I am working towards greater things. I am doing things that are appropriate, but if you come up to me and you don't have the same, I don't want to say the same things, but if you're not in alignment of what I want, and what I want is somebody who I can build with, a partner. You don't come to me with half-ass stuff. Come up to me with something correct. Come up to me with a plan. I don't want all this jibber jabber of I'm living over here right now trying to get my shit together. You 40-some years old, you ain't got your shit together by now. I know life happens to people, but if you ain't got shit together by now where you got a decent job, something wrong.
What about what you need? You said what you want. What about what you need?
Need? What you mean by needs? Companionship, or what?
I
A
mean,
man
you said
trying to
what you
restore me to
want,
my
like
rightful throne?
you said what you want as if that's the priority. It's versus what you need. I thought we first deal with what we need as the basic, and then the wants is like a plus. That ain't how I
I think the
operate no
needs
more.
are. I think the needs are important. The physiological needs are important. The sexual needs, they are important. But
Hold
at
up,
in the
hold up. I just had a damn glitch. The physical need, the sexual, you associate that with a need. Is that a want or a need?
No, it's some needs.
It's some
No, it's
need.
needs. It's
The
needs.
physical. Okay.
Yes, yes. There are.
Okay.
It is a need.
Nah, you
It is
just.
a need.
It's like you took that like as the priority. See, I'm getting confused. That's the priority. That's the need. So what is the need and what's the wants? Like which I'm confused. I am.
Well, the wants is things that you want, like financial stability is a want. Financial stability is a want. I feel like material things is a want. Everything that we want, like housing, cars, crap like that, that's a want. I think needs are, you want someone that you feel safe with, someone you feel secure with. You don't have to worry about different things. But I'll tell any woman, first, you have to be secure within yourself before you can ask for that person to provide you that security. But yeah. Yep.
I'm hearing everything you're saying. It sounds good. You know what you want more than anyone else does. I'm unable to say what you want and what you need. You know what's best. I like to deal with primary sources, of needs,
For real.
and move from there. Everything else is a plus.
Yeah.
So
I
I think
told.
that I also think that a lot of these things that's going on is issues that women themselves have created.
What do you mean issues that women have created?
Issues that,
Elaborate on that.
well, there was a time before where women would say, would take a different approach to a man or allow a man to have a different approach to her. Now, these days, women will be like, hey, come eat this pussy.
Yeah.
That's some women. I'm not that woman.
I didn't say you. I'm saying that I think the culture has shifted. Women be like, you gonna lick this clit up till you spit up, and be like, that shit ain't cute. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You invite somebody to your nasty ass pussy.
Yeah.
Vagina.
And yeah.
Are you referring to certain women?
Of course, not to you. Damn.
Matter of fact, it might not be certain women, because look it up. It's starting to become a thing where women is even talking about women's bathroom. I just seen it recently. They talking about how the smell of women's bathroom when certain women go in the bathroom, they pull down they pants and it's just like it just fish smell just cover the bathroom. I actually seen this recently. It's becoming a topic. I don't know if it's in the beginning stages and it's not out there just yet, but it's actually becoming a topic where they talking about females is lacking good hygiene practices in that area. Like real talk. I just seen that recently, like day before yesterday, where it's becoming a topic now, really a discussion.
I'm pretty sure that's been going on for a long time.
Right.
Yeah, I
don't think that's
something,
anything new. I just think it's something like all the other things as they're bringing it to the forefront. Like I was saying, women wouldn't ever speak to men in the manner in which they do now. Women are very disrespectful, and not even women, men too. The cultural standards have shifted, and at one point in time, women were the prize, but now it seems like men are the prize because there's, in some cases, some states, some areas, 6-1, 8-1, 10-1. So that would make men the prize and not women.
And to add to that, and because they losing their femininity, which is where their power reside.
For sure.
Your power don't reside nowhere else but within your femininity.
Well, I guess we're in the generational cycle that's reversed, because you got more men that have femininity than women. You know, you got a lot of this crazy stuff going on.
But you
I
said
remember
it. You said it, Keith. The last, was it the last time or the time before last, that you said it in your words, men are being coddled and raised by women.
They are.
And that's why they becoming more feminine.
And then not only that, you're a man and you grew up in a single parent household, and I'm not saying all. I don't want to generalize.
With the mother.
I don't want to. With the mother.
For the most part.
For the most part, they do have some feminine characteristics. Not by in terms I'm saying they're gay or anything in that standpoint, but it's more so I'm looking at a trend where they have this diva mentality.
So like, they need,
bruh, why are you acting like you bleed every first of the month or whatever? Why are you acting like this?
So did they get it from their mother? They got it from their mother?
Right.
Absolutely.
Because ain't no man in the house?
The man is missing. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The man is missing. That is a problem. The women are pushing the men away, and the men are pushing the women away, and they're forgetting about the child. That is a problem. I will not stand for no BS in no way, shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
But no buts. It's just the truth of the matter. We have not learned to deal with one another effectively enough without the BS and the extras, and it's causing us to suffer. It's causing our children to suffer. It's like a woman cannot raise a boy into a man. A man has to do that. He has to have an example of a man around in order to do that. A woman is going to raise a boy in her example, in her way, in her feminine way, a strong feminine way, and then wonder why boys act the way they do towards women in this day and age. They're being raised by women. It's like the analogy is simple. It's like a non-married woman, a married woman hanging out with non-married women, won't advice from them. The fuck? That don't make no sense. But at the same time, when you're hanging out with a lot of married women who are conditioned, I can see how a woman will be like, I don't want to be conditioned like that. I want to keep my individuality, but yet remain marriage, which is challenging as fuck to do because we have lost our way. We have lost our way of togetherness to a point to where we're stuck solely on being individuals and don't know how to complement one another.
Right.
Right. And I see your point on that.
The whole family structure loses.
Right. And I see your point on that, but back to this whole diva mentality. And this is where I have an issue with men. You know, it's almost like there are certain stipulations that people are placing in today's society, particularly the men, on what they want women to do. They have a list long, like what they call a Santa Claus list of how they want women to act, how they want women to be, how they want women to dress, how they want their women to look. You know, one of the things that really got me is this whole video with Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, and she's talking to this lady.
Hold up, I got it. Want me to play it before you speak on it?
Yeah, we can play it.
You want to finish your thought first?
Well, let me go on and finish this part. And the whole stipulation for this dude marrying this woman was bananas. I don't know what. I thought I was in the jungle watching the video. I thought this was a whole circus because I'm like, this mofo done lost his mind. But you can go on Alchemist and play it so people can know what we're talking about.
Hold on, let's go find. I think I know what you're talking about, dude. Yeah.
Ladies, caution. Caution.
Dang.
That shit like this, run and learn from that. Learn from that.
Run? What is mud at? Hold up.
That I would work on losing weight. So he said he didn't want to marry me because I didn't fit his weight requirement in the 3 years we were together.
He wanted you to be bigger or smaller?
Well, I made the mistake and signed an agreement that I would lose weight.
Tell me about an agreement like this that you had to sign.
I guess basically in order for him to marry me that I would work on losing weight so he would buy me stuff for me to lose weight. and then he would go to counseling.
What I'm hearing is a broken, dismantled, trauma-filled man who self-projected his self-hate, his insecurity, his lack of integrity on you.
No. We gonna tell the truth.
Let's go.
Why is it always an issue when a man has requirements? Sometimes we just not yoked for each other, and that's perfectly okay. But in terms of even just like you said, he created a contract. Sure, but she signed it. You don't have to sign the contract.
Okay.
If I felt that disrespected by you writing this contract and laying it in front of the table, I say get the out of my face. But she signed it.
I signed it because I'm 47 now, and I want to be married. I was in love with him, so I figured the pickings is slim.
But I want to say this. Yes, she signed it. Yes, she needs to take accountability on that piece. But to your point that if you're saying that this woman is not the weight class, the body size, I'm not attracted to her, she's not conducive to my liking, why in the f- am I dealing with her in the first place? Okay? Why in the f- am I choosing her in the first place? I have the power of choice. There are a million women in here who are smaller, bigger, no BBL and everything else. I can choose that which is conducive for me. I don't have to pour into her or project onto her some trauma that I'm dealing with to say, look, I need you to sign a contract to be a certain size. Go get that to the size you want. All right.
You know, there are so many different layers to that situation that is problematic to me. And I'm speaking at 43-year-old Keisha that the clown show, the circus, is no longer entertained or available to me. That sister who's 47 that you all saw, nothing's wrong with that woman. To me, very beautiful Black woman. But I would say to the nigga who wanted her to sign a contract, and I hope the audience can see me, shame on you. Shame on you, and wherever you are, you ain't shit.
Damn.
You're no different than cow manure out on a Saturday morning with a farmer trying to cover the shit up. You are shit, sir.
Damn.
You are the epitome of bullshit. And I will say this, how dare you make stipulations when we or that woman, I'm not going to say me, that woman, anybody that's willing to compromise and sign a contract for you, they're probably taking on your bills, your bail money, and your baby mamas. So, sir, you are shit. Damn. You are the epitome of shit. You are the shit of all shit, and you are bullshit.
Damn.
Because no one has to be with you. When you take on love unconditionally. You know, I would say to this woman, and women, Black women, we got to stop this. A lot of the things that are going on is because of neglect, that inner wounded child that's inside of us. You can make it until your God or higher power find you the right person. And if you want to get yourself together, you want to lose weight, let it be about you. Because that's where I fucked up, and a couple of women who are waking up fucked up it. You want to lose weight so somebody can look at you at the gym. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, when you go home, you got to deal with yourself. You got to deal with the psychological baggage that you're dealing with, that childhood trauma that was never addressed. Please do not succumb yourself or subdue yourself to the level where you have to appease somebody by signing a contract. It's bullshit. I don't care for it. You know,
I think it's actually a good thing, Keisha.
Me too.
What's a good thing about the
contract.
contract? He's bullshit.
No, I'm saying I think the contract itself is actually a good way to go.
He's bullshit. My thing is self-love. That sister, she needs self-love, and if she's gonna regulate herself and lose weight, let that journey be about her. See, that's what I felt that countless of times is losing weight, thinking that somebody is going to get attention or give me that attention. But if your mind is not in alignment with your body, you will never be whole. You will never be whole. That's bullshit right there.
Okay, I agree.
It's bullshit.
Mind,
Mind, body, and soul. But that is bullshit. I'm gonna marry him because I don't want to be alone and everything like that. But okay, you get married, you sign a contract, he's still gonna treat you like shit. Then what else gonna happen? He's still gonna cheat on you because he'll never be satisfied. To me, that is like a whole lust-filled fest. He's bullshit.
That mind, body, soul, we call that holistic health. We've been practicing that for thousands and thousands of years before religion came about. I agree with you there. The contract issue, I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's actually a good idea. You enter a contract.
For her to sign to lose.
Listen, I openly, respectfully listen to you.
Okay.
We enter contracts when we get married, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's a contract. You're saying I enter into this contract to be with this woman legally and forsake all others and all this. People don't adhere to that shit. I think that when you get into a relationship, when we get into relationships with people, we have the best intentions. When two people meet, there are 6 people present. Each as the other is presenting themselves to the other. Each as the one is presenting themselves to the other. Each as the other sees the other person, each as they are. So we play this game, but while playing this game, we tell ourselves, if everything works out, if he checks off all the boxes and she checks off the majority of the boxes, or vice versa, what have you, then I'm going to enter a relationship just to see where it goes. I would like for it to be this, that, and the other, third, and the third, and usually we forget about all the shit we said. We do the exact opposite of what we need or what we liked or what we were attracted to and go only with our feelings, which causes issues in relationship. If you had a contract laid out, I'm going to do this is what I plan to do. I'm not saying it has to be detailed to the letter because, things change, but at least if you had some guiding posts, some rules, some regulations, then whenever you fall short of that, you can always be presented with this contract or, this contractual agreement you had in order to step your game back up. It's no different than going to church or the mosque or temple every Sunday and getting right with whoever you believe in and then coming back out and doing the opposite. And it's still a contractual agreement mentally and spiritually. Yeah. You follow it for a certain time and then you fall short. So all I'm saying is that I probably went crazy as I always do, but the contract is not a bad idea. That's all I'm saying. It's not a bad idea. I didn't say he should put in there. He should put in there whatever the fuck he wants to. She went for it. So, but if you go back and listen to what she said. You have to listen to what she said. She told you.
She said.
What did she say?
She basically signed it without reading the stipulations in the contract.
She basically signed it because she wanted a husband and she knew the men were scarce. That's what she said. So hold on, give me a second. She operated from a place of fear when she entered into the relationship contract.
Fear and scarcity.
She did that to herself. She entered into the relationship and the contract with fear. I'm going to do anything in my power necessary to obtain a husband, to obtain a husband. I'm going to do that.
And that wasn't a bad deal for real.
No,
men are visual. We are visual people.
Right.
Our thing that mud won't even erect or resurrect.
Resurrect.
Well, my question is, but I'm back to Dr. Cheyenne.
Because we resurrect every morning after during the erection. So.
Big facts.
Okay, here we go.
This real talk.
Be the masculinity. But here's the thing. You heard what Dr. Cheyenne said. Okay, if you didn't want this woman, if you making these stipulations, go out and find you somebody who meet all your qualifications.
No,
listen.
Look, hold up.
I've met and pretend like you have to have this woman to do this in order for you to be with her. At the end of the day, if she's not choosing herself to lose this weight or do whatever she needs to do to make herself happy, her, not him, she don't need to be with him.
She got to do it for herself.
How dare you place these stipulations on her. Maybe she's
He
not
have a
at the
right.
reality of being able to do that yet. Maybe she has not learned to completely love herself to make sure that her health is in check. But you want her to lose 50 pounds
He have
so
that right.
she can be with you. There's a way, and even with wording, there's a way you word that. Even if you want her
We
to
don't
do
do
that,
all that.
you don't have to put those stipulations in the contract. He could have said,
He did.
baby, I care about you. I am concerned about your health. You know, I think maybe we should start going to the gym together so you can get fit. There are so many ways, but you want to be, and I know Muada and Alchemist, y'all gonna come hard on me after this. There's
No, it ain't about you.
It's a certain way you're gonna go about doing it and just encourage her to lose the weight. But for you, my nigga, whoever you are that's put this shit up in here, you are the epitome of bullshit.
Now you the epitome of truth. You came with the truth. You laid it out on the table, and you laid it out on the table for her to accept it or reject it. She accepted it, so that's what it is. Y'all can't tell a man to be straight up front with y'all in one breath, then in the second breath, y'all say he wrong for being up front. That's been y'all biggest. That's been. Hold up, yo. Hold up. Keisha off the leash. Y'all quick to say, just be up front with me. Just be up front with me and let me have the choice. But then when a man up front with you, now he's the epitome of shit. He's the scum beneath the shoe. He's all these names. And that's what we be saying. Back to what bro was saying about women being headaches. Because you say one thing and then switch it up in the next. That's too fickle. Y'all want a man come in just lying? But you been saying, y'all been saying, be straight up with y'all and let y'all make the choice. He came straight up, laid it out on the table. Not only that, but he created a contract.
That shit caught that woman by surprise.
That was on her. He laid it out. And boys, hold up. Keep the beast off the leash. As far as what Cheyenne said, whatever her name is.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, she talking about for him to find someone else. I'd have met every sister I've been with that has some beautiful traits, beautiful qualities. And it might be that one or two things that I'll be like, man, that's like almost a deal breaker. This is going to be a problem. I can see this going to be a problem. And so he basically trying to operate in good faith, give the benefit of a doubt, and work with her because he like her. I'd have met women I like that have a bunch of beautiful qualities, but it be that one thing, and it's like, damn, you think you could work with that? What's up? Just like if a woman asks, if it's something about me she like, and she be like, all right, this thing is like, man, I don't know about this, and it's no big deal for me. I'm willing to correct it if it's nothing major. If it's not the core part of my character, I'm willing to do that. So he might have seen something he liked for the most part, and he like, look, could you do this? That's a part of compromising. But here it is, y'all making it a problem. Cheyenne ain't talking about nothing. He had every right. Everything he did was straight up to the point he was on his man shit.
Man.
He was on his man shit.
That woman was. Look at how blindsided she was.
Blindsided? That's her fault. It's in the contract.
She read it before she signed it. I hope so.
No, she did not. I think she signed it and she failed to read. Let's pull that video back up.
Man, you can't. Y'all make up your mind. Either y'all want a man to be up front or not. Like what? Come on now. But it's up to the man to do what that's why it's up to the man to do what he do and not worry about what nobody else is saying. Because at the end of the day, hold up, what y'all doing? Y'all switching up around here?
I ain't switching up, bro. I ain't switching up at all.
All right. I'm serious. I was like, what y'all got going on?
I don't know what the hell she got going on. Keisha probably was, I don't know. I can't speak for Keisha. That's why she was getting something to drink.
Y'all ready? Hold on, let's watch it again. Can y'all hear it?
He said
Yep.
he didn't want to marry me because I didn't fit his weight requirement in the 3 years we were together.
He wanted you to be bigger or smaller?
Well, I made the mistake and signed an agreement that I would lose weight.
Tell me about an agreement like this that you had to sign.
I guess basically in order for him to marry me that I would work on losing weight, so he would buy me stuff for me to lose weight, and then he would go to counseling.
What I'm hearing is a broken, dismantled, trauma-filled man
Lie.
who self-projected his self-hate, his
Lie.
insecurity, his lack of integrity on you.
Bullshit.
No. We gonna tell the truth in
Let's
today.
go.
Why is it always an issue when a man has requirements? Sometimes we just not yoked for each other, and that's perfectly okay. But in terms of even just like you said, he created a contract. Sure, but she signed it. You don't have to sign the contract.
Okay.
If I felt that disrespected by you writing this contract and laying it in front of the table, I say get the out of my face. But she signed it.
I signed it because I'm 47 now, and I want to be married. I was in love with him, so I figured the pickings is slim.
But I want to say this. Yes, she signed it. Yes, she needs to take accountability on that piece. But to your point that if you're saying that this woman is not the weight class, the body size, I'm not attracted to her, she's not conducive to my liking, why in the f- am I dealing with her in the first place? Okay? Why in the f- am I choosing her in the first place? I have the power of choice. There are a million women in here who are smaller, bigger, no BBL and everything else. I can choose that which is conducive for me. I don't have to pour into her or project onto her some trauma that I'm dealing with to say, look, I need you to sign a contract to be a certain size. Go get that.
You can
Choose a
stop it.
size you want.
Like I said,
Always trying to put it on a man. Take accountability, man. Cut that
I'm
out.
not saying
I
she
think-
shouldn't take accountability. I agree with that part. That she should take accountability for signing the contract, but also you should take accountability for the fact that you allow this man to dictate how you are supposed to look. You know, I think that her journey should be about herself. But for him, he is bullshit.
Listen,
He ain't bullshit.
I agree with Dr. Cheyenne when it comes down to he's insecure. He got a lot of different things. You'll be amazed. Yes, he is. He has some issues with his trauma. You'll be amazed at the number of men who has issues with women because of something they mama did or something they mama projected on them. Something they mama.
Keisha,
My mom and my sister.
Keisha, that's all human beings. That's all of us. We all have those issues. Nobody was raised in a cookie cutter perfect home. You're going to find issues with all. Some people will lie and tell you, oh, I had the perfect home. You had a home full of lies, full of exaggerations, full of bullshit, you know what I'm saying, full of fluff, you know what I'm saying? Yes, we all have had ups and downs and issues in our family, but I'm not going to take it that far and say that he doesn't or he does. I'm not, let me say this. We all have issues. Okay. And he probably was projecting onto her his issues, but she also was using him as a conduit to get what she wants. You heard the number one thing she said. What the fuck was the reason why she signed that contract?
The Slims were picking and she's getting older.
The Slims are picking, she getting older, and what was the reason why he wanted her to do that? To lose weight. And what was she gonna get out of losing weight? What'd she say? So listen, so he can buy me things. So you sold your fucking self for things. For Gucci, Prada, Fendi, Eves, whatever the fuck it is y'all wear out there, or whatever the label that you gotta have on today and can't live without tomorrow.
I think he
did it for jewelry or whatever the fuck it
That's
was.
the diva man. That fucking diva.
Big bro, I'm thinking she was saying he was buying her like workout equipment or something.
Could have been whatever. Well, why would he buy? He gonna just cheat or whatever. If I'm reading it wrong, if I misheard that, he's buying her workout equipment for her to wear. She said, "Buy me things so I can lose weight, or lose weight so he can buy me things."
Yep.
What are the things he gonna buy?
Right.
Well,
Right.
getting
Gonna buy
down
you
to the
some better
point.
clothing, some
Well,
different clothing,
let's just call
more
it things.
expensive clothing. What is he buying you?
Well,
Right.
let's
I
call
was
it
saying
things for
that
what it
people
is.
would sell themselves for anything. People would fucking do for things. People have got so caught up in things materialistically that they forget that the mental and the spiritual are most important. That's that fake it till you make it shit we was talking about before. If you look good, you'll feel good. That's some bullshit. I can feel good, don't even have to look good. I can feel great and don't have to look good. That's why I made that statement about the Jesus being the template for a high value man. I was saying that only because he was a lowly man who had great aspirations, great powers and authority to do shit, but he never showed you outwardly that he was that unless he was humbly performing his acts. So if our standard is now that you got to have on Gucci, I got to have on Prada, Fendi, Eves, Tom Ford, I got to wear this shit in order for you to take me serious. A lot of them motherfuckers wearing that shit is dumb as a box of fucking rocks.
Facts. And it's been
said. A bunch of money to dress that shit up, to make it look good, to go along with their titles, and then I got cars to back it up. I got houses to back it up. You should listen to me because I have things. And people give more credence to things than they do to spiritual and the mental. That is absurd to me. That's sick as a motherfucker.
The
so that
old
means you
saying,
sell yourself out for anything. But if you sell yourself out for anything just to look good, then you have to accept what come along with that.
Facts.
The bottom line is,
no matter whether you like it or not, accept what come along with that.
Those who's most unhappy are only happy when that which they desire is within their reach.
That's right. The majority, and that's the majority.
That's why I was asking you, like, what you say once? What you talking about once?
You should always put your needs before your wants, and if your wants you'll follow your wants follow your needs. If they happen, then all the glory. As long as my needs are taken care of, my basic needs, and I can do the extra, I can do the other,
that's
and I don't have to, that's great. That's great. I'm living.
I don't understand why y'all coming down on that brother. He was straight up front. He was up front with y'all. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want.
No, he's traumatic and he's
he may be, Keish.
He got all these problems.
If he is traumatic, he was up front with it. He told you where he was traumatic. He laid it on the table that he dramatic or whatever the case.
Society where people have lists, and again, it really kills me when people have lists, especially a man. You got a list, you got a certain standard, and I get it. Everybody deserves to have standards. Don't get me wrong, male and female. But when it comes down to you having a list and you expect for this woman to follow this list and dangle this over her head,
that wasn't a list.
Like if you want to be,
it was one thing.
No, it probably was. It probably was several things.
Well, we don't know about probably. We don't know about several. They was talking about weight loss.
But that one thing you dangling over her head
is weight loss. That's it. That's all we know about.
Well, I think I still have to say this.
Her head, that's a problem. It's an issue. It's an issue because how dare you tell this woman this is what she needs to do? Because you want a trophy wife. You want somebody like who has that Beyonce body to carry on your shoulder. You want somebody, because yes, to your point, Alchemist, you want somebody who you can visually see look good in a cat suit, track suit, whatever. My
off the suit, out of the suit.
Encourage her to get to that point. You don't have to sit up here and do a contract. How dare you do a contract to some woman that you are allegedly in love with? There are so many different ways he could have talked to that woman.
You signed a marriage contract. You signed a marriage contract.
No.
How she looked like she was talking out of desperation. How dare you? How dare you do that to her and have her feeling like less than?
Okay, we agree. Listen, we agree that his way of doing it was not your preference. I think it was a good thing.
Me
now,
too.
Let me say this, and I do not mean to be the person who uses these examples to extremes, and I'm not. What I'm saying is that, did you get baptized?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you entered in a mental and spiritual contract with the Lord to do a certain thing. Do you always do it?
No, not all the time.
Okay, so if he had a contract written out and put up in front of you and said, this is this, that, and the other, and the third, you told me you was going to do this, you didn't do that, you would be more held. You could look at it and say, yeah, I did sign that. Yeah, I did say that. Let me get my ass in line. But since there's no physical contract, it's only in your brain and in your spirit, you think you can duck that. You, not just you, I'm not saying you personally, but I'm saying people do. They say,
That's the norm now.
huh?
To duck stuff, they say. So nowadays it's even more important to create a contract.
Fucking right, because it's right there in your fucking face.
Yeah.
When you go to a court of law, when you go to a business, when you go to anything, when they put that contract in your face, it's undisputable. You be like, nah, I did say that, I did do that. These are the terms of the agreement. These are the rules I decided to follow. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's
But
sad.
wait a minute, what the contradiction? You want a contract, you alchemist, you want a contract, but you don't even believe in the marital aspect. Marriage is a contract.
We said that.
Yeah, I believe in marriage contracts. You missing one thing though.
Marriage.
Huh?
You don't believe in marriage.
I believe in marriage.
No, you don't.
I don't believe in having it sanctioned by the court system.
Yeah, because
that's the difference.
That means the courts give you the authority, not the creator, God, or whomever you say, give you the authority. The courts give you the authority, not the spiritual law. He likes a spiritual union and not the man-made union. That's what he's speaking about.
Law and order? I'm about that. But this symbol right here is what makes the big difference. You do your research. I ain't going to do the rest.
Right.
That's the big difference. I believe in law and order, contracts, and all that.
It's a part of life.
But that symbol there, it makes a big difference. And who gonna sanction the contract?
You remember back in the, I don't know, it's probably a little too far, but when I wasn't a big fan of this shit, but a lot of people were, horse shit and gun smoke, horse shit and cowboy and Indian shit.
Right.
Before the end, right after the end, during that time, people used to have verbal contracts, and they used to always say, let's shake on them. The reason why they did that is to keep in mind what you said you would and would not do. Well, when that shit started to become, well, he's getting senile, he's getting old, he forgot, let's put it on paper. That's the reason why they do it. I think it's a good idea if a person isn't going to hold up to that standard. Because the first thing you do is if a person says, can you come pick me up at such and such time? Yes. Are you going to be there? Yes. Say you promise. Why I got to say that? Because you promise binds you. And if you don't, then I can hold that against you. That's a verbal contract.
And in our customs, before we became up under this wicked way of thinking or this different subculture that's been created or it's created culture, our word was bond. We was people of honor.
It's law.
We was people of honor, meaning we kept our word and paid our debt. So if we gave you our word, we would go through hell 1,000 times to deliver on it. Even in the days of old, if we wasn't able to uphold to our word, the community would have to stop us from committing suicide because it was that important.
Right.
But nowadays, we speak with the forked tongue.
For sure. Without a doubt, a contradiction.
I'm going to say this. Dude was fucked up. I stand by it, and I'm going to say this again to the audience. Ladies, you don't have to lower your standards, and you don't have to lower yourself to a term or a condition that is set forth by somebody. There's a way that anyone should go about communicating with you what you need to do. I have a friend. He's been married for almost 14 years. He's not happy in his marriage because some of the things that were highlighted in that video, he said that his wife is going through. His wife is overweight. His wife will not exercise. She has high cholesterol. She has all these different things in her family history, and she's dealing with it now. And he has tried to encourage her to go to the gym. The way he talked to her, it wasn't stated in a contract. And now she's taking steps to empower herself to lose weight.
Well,
That was to me the biggest insult. You doing a contract and you expecting me to lose 50 pounds. Okay.
I think that all people should respect one another for whom they are and whom they choose to be. That's the one thing about when you get into a relationship, you don't know who the fuck these people are. They don't know who the fuck you are. It's you presenting this person to these people. Here you are, you walk up this way, they see you one way, you present yourself in a way in which they see you, they believe it to be so. That could be some bullshit. A lot of people put on airs, put on fronts,
nowadays,
foot forward, make themselves look good and all this shit in front of the person on the first date. Later on down the line, the person like, this ain't the motherfucker I thought they were. That you faked me out. You played the game. Yeah. That's the majority of people.
Image is everything
people
now.
Think that you gotta look like this. You gotta act like this. They don't want you to be like we're doing it right now. We're right here. We didn't rehearse this shit. We're just putting this together because this is something that we like to do with one another and hoping that people out there will enjoy the conversation with one another. There's no fronting here. There's no additive or let's make up some shit. No, we having real life conversations about real life issues. And I think that the brother should be been in a marriage for 14 years. He should be supportive and considerate of what he chooses to do with her life. Now he may just be in a different time in his life where he doesn't want to do that. I'm not a person that likes to press on someone else my beliefs, my views, or whatever.
And bro, and he was married for some years, some decades before that. So he was ready to get remarried, basically.
Oh,
I forgot that part. That's the small detail that was in another one.
On that clip?
No, I wasn't in that clip though.
But if you said that same guy was married before.
Yeah, what's his?
You said that same guy was married before?
Same guy she talking about, yeah, because
it's his previous marriage. His future marriage. His present.
Yeah.
I got that. I can see that.
He a punk ass because you are imposing your issues or whatever you got going on in your had going on in your previous relationship into this current one. I bet you that's what he is doing.
No, he's a small.
I don't respect that on any level. I don't respect a man. You've been previously married. This woman here probably, I don't know. She's probably never been married before. But you want her to come into this relationship being the Stepford wife to you. No, I do not like it.
I think he was a smart man, even if he was he was
an asshole.
Even being in the previous relationship for all those years and being married, because in his head, he might be thinking, like, I'm not fit to repeat the same mistake over again. That's insanity. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna set up some stipulations so that I can prevent this. And if things go to the left, then the stipulation that's in his contract would kind of absolve him of any problems that would happen as a result of the divorce. So, I mean, I think it's pretty smart. Especially nowadays, people don't have no honor nowadays. They don't keep their word. They don't pay their debts. To give your word is meaning you have a debt. You have a debt to pay.
Correct.
People, man, forfeit their word at will. People would say one thing, like we just were talking about, and then the next sentence switch all the way up on you.
Right. All the time.
That's the culture we living in. It's all about an image. It ain't about no substance no more.
No substance. Nothing real. And
nothing real.
Attempt to be real, they say you're fake or they say something else. But that shit don't surprise me because even if you're a Muslim and you take Prophet Muhammad, he was a living example. People laughed at him. People talked about him for being authentically himself. When you be yourself and you're not what everyone else is, they laugh at you. They talk about you. You do what you do and say what's in your best interest. People shun you. People boo you. They laugh at you and ridicule you. And we're all individuals, and we only are doing what we think is best for us. For you to judge that man without understanding what he's gone through, what he's been through, what he's going through, then that's absurd. That's crazy. Like me, if I'm in a relationship with a woman, I'm married or what have you, I'm not going to ever ask my wife to lose no weight. I'm not. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not significant other, my fiance or whatever. I'm not going to be like, hey, can you lose some weight? Now, I'm going to be an example of how I live life. I was saying before we got back
I
on
respect
it.
that.
I'm a person that likes to work out. I don't like to work out like to work out. I work out because I know that working out is good for the body. It's part of holistic health. Everybody's not in, they don't understand holistic health. They say, I'm going to get my mind right, or I'm going to get my spirit right, or I'm going to get my body right. They don't ever think about the trifecta. And you shouldn't ever expect everyone to feel that way just because you feel that way. So I have to be the example for whomever's in my life, and at times I have to say to myself, hey, be quiet. That's their life. Let them live their life. If that's what they want to do, do it. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong for that? No, not to me, because I feel like it could be very exhausting for me to say, hey, if I were you, I would think about eating this or looking into eating that or looking into do this and doing that. One thing that would be exhausting for me, especially if it's coming from somebody who always says, oh, I want to lose weight. Oh, I want to lose weight. I ain't going to walk up to you and be like, you need to lose weight. If you say, I want to lose weight, and you keep saying like, well, okay, if you want to lose weight, then stop doing this, that, and the other, and the third. Think about doing this, that, and the other, and the third. And if you keep saying like, this motherfucker's full of shit, I ain't got time for that. I ain't about to waste my time with that shit. That's one of the whole reasons why teachings of old, of antiquity, the teachers spoke in parables, metaphors, allegories, and similes, because they didn't want the people to freely grasp what they were saying. It was for those who could understand it. You have 7 stages, levels, and degrees of understanding and consciousness on all levels, and you have to be able to reach people on the level in which they're on.
And
if you walk up to a person, you always tell them what to do and what not to do, that person is not leading their life. You meet a person for who they are. You don't try to change a person. You accept them for who they are and want greater for them. You bring out the best in a person. If you're not bringing out the best in them, they're not bringing out the best in you. You should get the fuck away from them. If the contract is what is needed in order for that to happen, so be it. At least you have a foundation of some sort to look up on and say, this is where we're moving from. I'm going to say this. I don't remember if I said it. It was Keish or I was with Quita. Either way, no matter what, I don't give a fuck if you heterosexual, homosexual, or whatever. It is tough as fuck to live a life with a co-partner, a codependent person, independent codependent with a partner. That is not easy to live in the same fucking house with somebody every day, day in and day out. Sharing the bed with them, sharing the kitchen with them, sharing the house. That is not easy. That's some tough shit. We all have multiple characteristics. They have characteristics just as well as you. Which one comes through is dependent on that person's attitude. We don't fucking know a person's attitude every day. That's why we always say, hey, baby, you all right? Everything cool with you? Which I think is the craziest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? But I understand it because shit ain't right. So it's not easy. It's challenging as fuck to do that. And everyone's not going to have the same attitude. If I had the same attitude as D, and D had the same attitude as I, and you had the same attitude as we all had the same attitude, we would be the same. I mean, life would not be worth living. It'd just be a drag. It's already like that now. Just pay attention. I used to be like, hey, they say we live in a simulation. But the more and more I think about it, it seems like we're living in a simulation. Everyone does the same thing. Nobody does anything fucking different. And every time somebody does something different, they do everything in their power, the majority do everything in their power to put them back in a fucking box. That's some crazy shit to me.
And me personally, I got to have a woman that's into fitness. I mean, being physically fit, holistic health, period.
Right.
Because I was a trainer for some years, and that's what I'm into. So we definitely got to be equally yoked in some way. And if you go to gaining weight, I'm a pull your coattail. But I ain't gonna do it. I don't do too much talking. I'm gonna pull your coattail a couple times, and I'm gonna fall back because if you're not gaining weight for any medical reasons, it's gonna be an issue in our relationship, flat out. They could say it's shallow, they could say it's on the surface, but this is me. This is what it is. But it's gonna be an issue. For sure, because if you just all of a sudden we met, we kicking it, we vibing, and then you fit for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and you just give up now. Now you eating pizza all the time. You eating chips. You just cakes and all. You just going haywire. I'm gonna work with you, or maybe we need to go do a couples therapy. You need to do therapy, something. We gonna try to figure this thing out. But I ain't gonna fight you for too long. For
But
real.
it's amazing to me how we as women have to compromise so much. And I understand men are visual. I understand the importance of weight loss and healthy living and a healthy lifestyle. But also I kind of have a problem with him having a contract. You've been previously married. Maybe there were some kids there. You know, women, when we get in situations, we have to accept everything from our partner. We have to accept the fact that he has children. We have to accept the fact that he may or may not have good credit. We have to accept all these different things. You know, what if the roles were reversed and she was like, yeah, I will go ahead and marry you, but you have to clean up your credit within 6 months. I will go ahead and marry you, but you have to make sure that you check your baby mamas. I will go ahead and marry you, but you have to make sure that you're not hiding any other kids outside anywhere.
I like that.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I like that. She on her stuff. She got foresight.
Listen. It used to be a non-verbal expression that men used to do back in the day. Men used to wouldn't fuck with a bunch of women. Men used to wouldn't fuck with a woman if she had a bunch of men. They would go around and be like, hey, y'all know old girl? Y'all know, what's up with old girl? And if she had a bunch of men under, they would definitely, bodies as they call them today, it would definitely be known. Men didn't like that for a reason. And it's a good reason, because scientists have discovered that women keep a lot of that in them for a long time, and a lot of that stuff can shape you. Now, just imagine this. Now,
I got a video on that, bro, right now. If you want to look at it, yeah.
That's like some crazy shit, because I read this back in college, where they said that it can last.
Society.
I know science is not true about everything, but it does make sense that if a live semen cell with trillions of cells in there, billions of cells in there, coming out of this man is going into a woman,
I got that video.
It goes somewhere. It's absorbed some fucking where.
Show that fucking video.
It's absorbed somewhere. Now, if it does reach the bloodstream and there's a lot of it in there, then at some point she will take on characteristics of this man in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I totally agree with that. Now,
she a succubus.
With that being said, women can have a lot of issues when it comes to different men that they've slept with for long periods of time, so on and so forth. So men used to be very selective about that. Nowadays, men just kind of like anything else. People don't care no more. Society, things change. I'm not saying they shouldn't. Things should definitely change for the better. But let's say this: women feel uncomfortable with themselves. If women didn't feel like they needed to lose weight, they wouldn't buy these damn bodysuits or these things that suck in their stomach and keep their ass.
Which is unhealthy.
Which is unhealthy. You know what I'm saying?
Very.
But they do it. Women do that to feel good about themselves so that a man will feel good about what he sees. So there within itself shows the issue, one of the issues with that. If that man wants to see a good-looking woman all the time, so be it. Now, listen,
that's me.
When I was young, I did not understand it, Keish. I didn't. Why old men always wanted young women around them. I'm not a pervert. I'm not saying they were, but in some of these societies, some of them motherfuckers were. But I can say this. It is healthy for the mind and spirit to have young people around living their life vicariously for older people. It helps you remember the youthfulness within when you were young. It's pleasant to look at. That don't mean you have to lust after it, be desired over it, and touch it and abuse it and disrespect it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying appreciate life, youthfulness. And men like to have youthful looking women around them.
Facts.
I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say that the shapers and all those different things were created for the woman to have some type of confidence or look in their garments. I'm not going to say that. I think that is true. But what I am going to say is, okay, some of you men who go bald, don't you go and get that
You
Beijing
shoot
bullshit?
shots? You shoot shots? You shoot shots?
I'm not saying you. I didn't say that. But some of y'all who are bald, you go and you get Beijing because you can't handle that your hair has fallen. You can't handle that your hair.
Some people can't. Some people are unable to, kids.
And you want to fade. And now they got sew-in fades and shit. You know, weave like the women, and you walking around looking like a clown. You look like Pennywise around this mug.
Now listen, I agree. Listen, but like men do it though. Listen, when I start seeing all this black hair on guys, and I'm like, yo, bro, how your hair darker than mine, and you about 2 or 3 years older than me. And I remember your moms and pops used to have a bunch of fucking gray, you know. I start realizing that a lot of dudes is dyeing their hair. People have serious issues with life coming to the end. They do. I don't. I understand it. Mm-hmm. It's a cycle. We're all going through the cycle. Live your best life. Do the best you can to enjoy it. Learn as much as you possibly can, right, and enjoy it and move on. It's all a part of life. I'm not holding nothing. I want to stay here as long as I possibly can. Don't get it twisted. But I'm not about to sit up here and put no damn dye on my hair and my face and my head so I can look like I'm 30 again. And then they got this new shit out here. Y'all hear the new technology shit they got going on? It's called Forever 30. Women are getting these, I think Kris Jenner, the European woman, Kardashian mother, I think she's one of the women that got it. She's one of the women that had the surgery done. That is some sick shit to me. You 68 years old, you want to look like you 30, so you're going to have plastic surgery so you can look forever 30. They got a new surgery that keeps you looking that way so you won't have to go back and do it every 7 to 10 years like before. I'm like, these people, and you're going to pay $100,000 for this shit. You got to be fucked up in the head. You got to see these type of people, they say that what it say in the Bible, Keisha? They'll confess with their tongues that that's their savior, but he'll tell them, away from me, you servants of iniquity or whatever, away from me, devil children or whatever. I don't know. But it seems to me that'll be the issue. Like, hold on. You were created young to grow into whatever, to middle age or whatever, to old age, and then you die. Why do you want to do everything in your fucking power to look young? You're saying, fuck the creator, fuck its creation. I'm going to do what I want to do my way. How can you say you love God and you want to fuck up his creation? I don't understand that. Can one of you help me?
Because they amalgamated into this culture because they have none. Yes, I'm speaking of my peoples to be specific. That's all pretty much I be speaking about. But yes, because in our culture, it wasn't no such thing as age. It wasn't no such thing as time.
Right.
Do the math.
First of all, Kris Jenner is not a regular woman. You know, no, there's some issues going on with Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner? The woman, not the man.
I didn't say Bruce. Kris.
Oh, I didn't see. I don't know the difference.
Right. You knew he was coming.
Kris Jenner is the mother of the Kardashians and
the
Jenner clan. So that's the problem. She wants to be as young as her daughters. It's like she's competing with her daughters. She date young black men. So you're looking at, okay, I'm familiar with the
She want that man Dingo 30. Warrior?
Yeah, dig.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize, Keisha.
Whatever. I know the chauvinism will come out anyway. But she wants it.
No, it wasn't. You said she like dating young black men, and I said she want them young men Dingo warriors. Yeah. That's all I said.
She gonna hear them war drums.
But as I was saying, that's what she wants. And that's what she's dealing with. And then you can have all these facelifts, but she's having facelifts, but she's not doing other things to enhance her body. If you're going to get the facelift, fix your regular arms that are sagging and aging. Because one thing about it.
Listen, you can't stop nature. Nature going to do what nature do. You can avert it in one area, change it up or alter it in one area, but nature going to be nature. Stop.
Unless you work out.
Yeah, even if you work
your
out.
body metabolizes. So whatever she's doing, rather if it's lip fillers, facelift, your body's gonna go back to what in its natural state.
They have a new surgery, Keish, that's saying that they can keep you looking like this for the rest of your life.
I wouldn't want to live like that for the rest of my life.
Fuck no.
Man, yeah, that's them
Hold
other
on.
people's.
I also wouldn't want to look like Skeletor either. Black don't crack.
He doesn't.
Hold on. Y'all want to see that video where they was talking about the semen?
That's a good one.
Let's see that punk ass video.
You got it? You have it, D?
Yeah.
Put that punk ass shit up. This is crazy.
You silly. Keisha off the leash. Keisha the beast.
Hold on. I'm glad that beast is off the leash.
Right.
Punk ass shit.
She told Keisha, oh boy.
You better stop it, Keish.
About
Don't come to your head.
And who in the hell is this? He looks like Bishop Don Juan. Who is this nigga?
Keisha silly. Keisha off the chain today.
I don't want to watch this. He looked like my uncle. One of my uncles when he dressed up for church. I don't want to watch that.
I'm unable to see it, but I'm willing to, laugh.
He look like Big Boy.
I wonder why you can't see it, bro.
I don't know.
That's weird.
The other
He
day
looked
I
like
was
he
able to
just
see
came off of that Pimp C video, I Choose You.
Pimp C got a video, I Choose You?
Him and Bun B, UGK. They got
I thought they did some post humorous like shit.
No.
All right, I'm finna play this mug.
Look at this nigga.
This is why you can have a kid with a.
I fucked up. Who's that? We building this jet while we fly, y'all. Hold up. Shit.
Man, listen. There ain't nothing wrong with that. This is not supposed to be an orchestrated. This isn't orchestrated.
No.
Nothing. This is as is. Get it how it is. Get it how we live. Come together, speak on it, enjoy ourselves, and hope everyone else enjoy themselves and comment, and we can move on.
Yeah.
And for the record, when I say nigga, I mean the first definition, stupid.
Like you because of large body count. It'll take on the attribute of one of them.
And y'all heard?
Yeah.
So you're not fully responsible for this retarded ass kid. Because it's mixed up with a whole lot of different dicks. Women with a large body count. That sperm stays with them. Every man that ever nutted in them is a part of them. It's found in their DNA, it's found in their brain, it's found in their cells.
Why women's body count matters biologically. I'm a neuroscientist. Let me explain. Studies show that women absorb and retain the DNA of every man they've been with via sperm. This foreign DNA has been found in the brain, organs, and reproductive system, but nobody talks about the consequences. And that DNA isn't just stored, it's used in creating future children. A woman's past men leave a permanent biological imprint. Ever wonder why some kids resemble an ex more than their father? This is usually why.
So this is why you can have a kid with a and the baby don't look nothing like you because of large body count. Some of the times it'll take on the attribute of one of them exes. So you're not fully responsible for this retarded ass kid because it's mixed up with a whole lot of different dicks. Women with a large body count.
That's Eddie.
Sperm stays with them. Every man that
Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, I met him before. He's from the Midwest too. I think he's from Kansas City. I know he's from Kansas City. I know one of his brothers. I know one of his cousins. I know one of his cousins real well. Yeah, I met him before playing out there. I think he lived in Vegas. He be out there playing in Vegas too. Well, not playing, but living in Vegas.
Huh. Did y'all hear it clearly?
I heard it clearly.
Listen, I've known that for years. I think I read that like 17, 18 years ago. It's nothing new.
No, it ain't.
I didn't know, but it makes sense though, because I said, according to the scientific research I did, it said that they can live up in the body, stay around for up to 10 years.
Yeah, I read that.
If you have 5 different dicks in you in 10 years coming in you for a while, that's something. Now, I do know this. I do know that that's something. That's a lot of mixed up cum. But it's actually kind
You
of
all mixed up.
fucked up when you think about it. That's kind of fucked up. But listen, check this out. When a woman is in a relationship with a man for a long time, her body becomes accustomed to that man's semen. If and when she decides to step outside the relationship and have another male, her body immediately, her immune system, her body and her immune system, her entire body fights off this man's sperm because her body is not accustomed to it.
The defense mechanism. Yeah,
that's a defense mechanism of her body. Now that doesn't count with women who are out here, jumping around from dick to dick, penis to penis. But that says a lot. That speaks volumes. Yeah. If it is, if you had just imagine if some of the women back in the 90s that was choking down dicks for $500, at these shows and concerts and stuff. That's a lot of fucking cum to have inside your body, in your brain. That explains why some of these motherfuckers are crazy. That explains a lot.
Facts. What you gotta say to that, Keish, the beast, off the leash today?
I will say this. In terms of this whole little biological conversation, dealing with the human body and the woman storing sperm for X amount of years.
It's all in her cells.
I think that's the reason why some men, they ejaculate purposely off in women's mouths and do what they do. Because they want a piece of them to be inside of the woman. So
I don't know if it's that, Keith. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I do feel like
fools who do it. I know some fools who do it, and they don't.
You know some?
Yeah, I know. I know a couple of guys who
you had that experience?
No, I never had that experience. But
you say you know.
I know people be telling on themselves when they do stuff like that. They want to see women.
Your friends?
My friend.
I can understand that men, from a male's point of view, him
marking his territory. No, I don't know if that was what you gonna say.
Her spitting it on the floor would be like a waste of cum, so to speak.
Get the vitamins and nutrients. All right, y'all, just bullshit. Hey,
this one went to a whole nother level with a whole devil.
No, I was saying,
and we talk about people having demon characteristics.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I can see a man saying, "Hey, I want you to. This is me. I want you to accept me, and have me a part of you." I can see that. I'm saying I can see him feeling like that was a waste. Biologically, that don't mean it's true. That just mean what it is. I'm saying
he probably want to be connected to you, always, forever.
That's something. That's woof. That's a lot of something. Yeah.
Hey,
that's some sad shit for real. Better not have a lot of them in you. But that's why it's good to use
for real.
Condoms. That's why it's best to use condoms. Pro condoms. Yes, use them. Because listen, we don't know what these men and women got inside of them.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
Self-preservation is the first law of nature.
I think that I could see a lot of men ejaculating off in women because I want her DNA in me.
Hold up, huh? I want her. Say that again for me.
I want her DNA. I want my DNA in her. I want that. Okay. I'm like, no.
No.
Dang, you think men actually think that like that?
Yeah.
Alchemist, I can literally see people acting like that. And this shouldn't
I want my DNA in her, so she should swallow it.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is that if you have a base thought, if your thought is base level, then
I thought it was just being freaky.
Yeah, you freaky. That's P. Diddy type shit.
Hey, so look, hold on, okay. All right, so you wouldn't enjoy some lady, I don't know what words to put that in. Finishing them.
Oh, of course.
See, this is what I'm talking
Finish
about.
him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chauvinism is live.
What? We just having a conversation.
With BS and for real. And that's the thing. I can see a man feeling like that activity dominates the woman. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that she's
no.
Oh yeah.
Now listen, it probably does. I don't know. I can't speak for all men. I'm unable to speak for all men.
Right.
I'm unable to say what they think and what they're not thinking. But at a base level, I can see them acting like that. At a mid level or intelligent level, I don't know. I'm unable to say. And we all still have animalistic instincts or natures in it. So I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, y'all have animalistic nature in y'all. I mean, now I think some things that's going too far. I mean, you can't be engaging in activities and you steady want to push the threshold. You got to know your limits. But nowadays, people don't know their limits. I mean, it's outrageous. It's definitely outrageous.
They're definitely lacking discipline.
Yeah, and they just pushing the boundaries, and it's like, whoa.
They don't even care. Like
right.
They don't even. The whole thing about caring has gone out the window. It's a whole new world out there.